right, we are recording. Take command of your business with our special guest here today. As Jack had just mentioned, Kasey Rumpel is the regional technology trainer for North Texas, New Mexico, and Memphis region. Say that 10 times fast. North Texas, New Mexico, Memphis. North Texas, New Mexico, Memphis. North Texas, New Mexico, Memphis. See, I practiced.
Almost.
And she's going to be talking to us about referrals and making sure that you know where to go when it's time for you to send a referral, receive a referral, and who to reach out to in any particular location. Here's what we know. As the largest real estate company in the world, in the largest real estate, we send and receive more agent-to-agent referrals than any other company out there. So we built an app for that. And Kasey is here to teach you how to leverage referrals in your business to generate more passive income and generate more real estate transactions locally. Well, Kasey, we can't wait. Are you ready, my friend?
I am ready. Hello, everyone. Like Jack and Zach said, that was fun. Or Jackery, if we're talking about his very
I see what you did there.
Like they said, my name is Kasey Rumpel. I am the regional tech trainer for North Texas, New Mexico, and Memphis. And today we're going to talk about the referral applet within Command and how to find, send, and receive referrals and how to find the right partners for that and how to be the referral partner of choice in your area. So that is kind of the overview of everything that we're going to go over. So I am going to dive right in and start screen sharing and kind of go over some of the things that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. So as you could probably imagine, we are starting in Command. So agent.kw.com. I never want to assume that everybody knows the website. So we're going to start in Command, and we are going to start in this little applet right here that looks like a little person in a location bubble. And that is the referrals applet. So I'm going to click on that for you. And we're going to walk through a couple of things here. First and foremost, the very first thing that you see when you click on referrals is you have a little dashboard here that just says how many people are wanting to be a part of your referral network. How many referrals are you, do you have out that haven't been accepted yet? How many referrals have you received and how many have you sent? So you have all of those right here. And so I can see everybody who I've accepted referral network requests from or sent to. And so I can kind of, if I wanted to, just find my referral partner in Hawaii, Honolulu to be specific, I could just look through my list of people that I'm already in referral network with, or I can grow my network by clicking map here. So I have a couple of things that I want to show you. First and foremost, I want to show you the map and how to look for a referral partner. Who has family that lives exactly where they do and all of their business comes exactly from where they live in? Nobody should be raising their hand because that's gotta be impossible. So you're gonna have times in your business that you can send referral out. So I'm going to, Zach's my cousin and he lives in California. I want him to have a KW real estate experience. I want to make sure that the person that is handling his real estate business is somebody who I know is KW trained. I know how great he is and stuff like that. And then so I want to make sure that that is who is helping my cousin, right? So I can go to the map and look for a specific area. So I'm just going to type in a city and a state. So I'm going to choose this area near Boston. And so this place called Shrewsbury, which is my maiden name. That's why I chose it, because it's fun for me. So I'm going to look here and type in, oh no, is mine choppy? Thomas?
Nope, we're feeling good here.
Okay.
It looks
All
like it's just you, Thomas. I'm sorry.
So I type in a city and state here, and now I can see the little some green dots here that have numbers in them. What that means is it's showing me the production, any buy or sell that has happened from a KW agent in this particular area. If I'm seeing numbers here, that means I'm a little too far out. I need to zero in on a specific location to give me more of a better view. So I'm going to zoom in here to Shrewsbury. So I'm just double clicking to zoom in. And so I'm still having some numbers here. So I'm going to zoom in one more time. And so now I have a few dots on my screen. And like I said, these are all either a buy or sell side of a transaction that has happened through a KW agent in this area in Massachusetts. And so if I'm looking for a referral partner that is maybe the local expert of Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, I'm going to look for whoever potentially has the most transactions in this area, has the most high level transactions in the area, something along those lines. So I can see if I hover over or if I click on any of the dots here, it's going to say this is the person who helped, who is the agent for that transaction that happened right there. Other things that I can do or I can look at right here is I see all of their names right here. So these are the 17 agents that represent these green dots on my screen. I can filter those. Maybe I'm in young professionals. So if I wanted to make sure that my whoever in Massachusetts is represented by somebody in young professionals, that would be nobody. That's awesome. So I could filter that. If I wanted to see everybody who is a MAPS client who has done transactions in this area, I now have it down to 2, which would be great. If any of the segments are going to be listed here. If I'm looking for a referral agent who speaks a certain language, then I can type in as many as I need to. So maybe they speak sign language, but they also need them to speak Farsi. That would be a weird combination, but just in case, I could do that. Or I can filter and say, show me anybody who had X amount of transactions, whether they're listings, whether they're buys, whether they're closed units, or whether they're leases. And it's going to show me that within the past 12 months. So 12 months from today, within the past year, how many transactions have they done? So I can apply those filters as well if I wanted to. And so I have that availability. Now, once I get my list kind of down to about 3 to 5, maybe, I want to actually send what's called a broadcast referral. What happens is, and let me get my list back down. So I'm going to say at least 3 closed units. Nope, too many. 2 specific. 2 closed units. All right, just one closed unit. There we go. Oh, no, that's too many. Dang it. All right, so now I have it down to 5. So what I would do at this point, if I was an agent that really was looking for a referral partner in this particular area, I could do a few things. I could press this little gray triangle next to somebody's name, and it would show me their contact information. It would show me how many units they've closed in this area. So based on this map view, how many did they close within the past 12 months? Overall, how many did they close? That's 12. Listings, buys, they're pretty even there. Sales volume and average deal size. So what's the average volume that they have? And that gives you a number there. So I can see all of that information. So I could go through if I really wanted to and kind of narrow down my results from here. You'll notice right here where it says sort, right now it's as random. I could say, show them to me with the highest number of closed units here by clicking that sort drop down and choosing what I want it to be sorted by. So I could contact them, have a little brief conversation about it, my potential referral, if I wanted to, or I could do that thing that we just talked about, broadcast referral. So if I click broadcast referral, what happens is I tell the system a few things. First and foremost, is it a buyer, seller, tenant, landlord? Next, how much of a referral fee am I expecting? What is the deadline for these 5 agents? What is the deadline for them to accept that referral offer? Price, if they are looking at buying or selling, what is the price range that they're kind of expecting? And then any notes that I'm wanting to send out prior to them actually getting the referral. So just maybe a little snapshot of what that transaction might actually look like. And then I can, at the yellow part is where I put in the actual information about my client that I'm sending over. Now, nobody gets to see this information until we both agree on the referral, right? So the referral price or my referral rate, the amount, all of that fun stuff. Until I as the sender and them as the receiver both agree, they won't get this information. So don't worry about them trying to cut you out of the deal. So I can send them anybody in my database, or I can create a new contact that will be in my database, give them some information about that particular person, and then the timeline for that. What happens is I can click send broadcast. And once I do that, all 5 of these agents over here on the right-hand side get a notice in the command app and in command itself in the notification bell that says you have a referral, or you have a potential referral inquiry. And so they can see whatever information you've put up here. It's a buyer. The referral person it's coming from Kasey Rumpel. She's expecting X amount of percentage in referral rate, and you have X amount of time to make a decision on accepting this referral or not. And so all 5 of those people get that at the exact same time. In my experience, about half of the people will actually respond. Yes, I want the referral. No, I don't want the referral. Maybe they have questions, but you'll get that information as well through the notification bell here. And then if you have the command app on your phone, through the command app, you'll see if you're getting any responses or if anybody's asking me questions about the referral that you had broadcast out, you would see that in your command. Once you and the other agent have agreed, so they say, yes, I want this referral. Maybe you got 2 responses. Those responses would show up in your dashboard and in under your My Referral section as well in command. So you'll get 2 responses, then you can have that one-on-one conversation with maybe both of those agents, kind of interview, tell them exactly what we're looking for, what your client might be looking for, all of those things, and then make a decision to actually agree and send that out. Send them your client's information. So you can see all of that under that referral, My Referrals section. If I've sent anything out, it would be listed here. And as it's going through, you'll get updates through command as well. So that is how we might find and send a referral to a referral partner outside of our normal working area. Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so. Cool. Getting a couple of head nods. I like it. The other thing that I really love showing is the other things that you can do in the referral network or the referral tab or applet within command. One is what market centers are in that specific area. Maybe I'm actually moving to Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Maybe I want to find what market center is going to be best for me. I can see that by clicking this little drop down button here where it says production and choosing market center. So not a market center right there in Shrewsbury, but I can back up and kind of find a couple there. Another thing that I can see is maybe I know that I have a few people already in my referral network that are in that area. I can look at the map and it just show me people that I already am in referral partners with. So I could see that. I don't think I actually have anybody over there. So in Jackery's area, I do have Harrison Beecher as a referral partner. So if I have anything there, I might send it to Harrison, or maybe I should add Jack and I could send it to him instead. So I can look at my map view here and it just show me people that I'm already connected to. And I could do a broadcast referral for people that are already in my network instead of finding new agents, if that's the case. And then last, but certainly not least, on that dropdown is referral patterns. And I love, love, love this. And I feel like sometimes people don't know about it. So if I go to the referral applet and I go to map and I choose referral patterns right here, what I'll see is where are referrals going? If they're leaving out of my city and state, where are they going? So I can see, I live in Allen, Texas, or that's where my main market center is. And so I can see 4% of all referrals that are sent out through the KW system from Allen go to Austin. Another 3% here go to San Antonio. Texas is a big state. So a lot of them are from Texas to Texas, as you can see. So I can see what those are. But even better is I can see received. So people are coming to Allen, Texas. Where are they coming from? So I have Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Chicago, a couple of other places. So I can see that there. Now, why I think this is important and why it can be useful is if I happen to know that 2% of people that are moving to the Allen, Texas area are from Chicago, that might be a great opportunity to do a campaign and maybe create an ad for people that are moving in Chicago. And so I can put a Facebook ad out there to Chicago instead of Allen, Texas, put it out in Chicago and say, moving to the DFW area, need a real estate agent, ? And then kind of poach it that way. Instead of just waiting for the referrals to come in, kind of looking for some of those customers that might be coming to our area, right? So I can do that. I've had lots of agents have pretty good success with that in my market center. We have a lot of people that are moving from California to the DFW area, according to what people have told me. So I would potentially be able to create a campaign. I can see that 1% of the referrals that are coming in from or to Allen, Texas are coming from Los Angeles. Now, if I did just a little bit of research, I could find out what big companies maybe are moving from LA to the DFW area, and then even get even more specific on my campaign and say, I want this ad to show up in Los Angeles, California, to maybe IT people, maybe Dell's moving their big corporation from LA to Dallas, Texas. That would be a great subsection of people that might not know what to do to get from LA to Dallas, right? So when you show up in their Facebook as an ad that says moving to DFW, they're just going to think it's fake. They think that you're magical angel from the referral, from the agent's world of heaven, and you have to be the right real estate agent for them, because how else would you have shown up on their Facebook, right? So that's just one of the like little trade secrets that I love sharing with folks, is that using this referral pattern to kind of find your own clients in other areas, if that makes sense. So, and you can do the same thing as far as referrals sent. And so now I can go and maybe find some agents in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and know that potentially either they might be sending me some referrals or I might be sending them some referrals, but finding an agent in those places that we might be receiving and sending some of those referrals would be a great source of kind of passive income, right? Because we're not having to do a whole heck of a lot besides give somebody a name and a phone number, and they're not doing as much as far as they're getting a warm lead. If they're having that conversation with you and you're giving them a referral, it's pretty much a warm lead as is, right? So I can see some of that from right here. And these are all just referrals that are happening within the system. So you can see that here under referral patterns. And again, you can do sent and received. And then honestly, guys, I think that's all I was going to say. But what questions do we have of all those things that I just talked about? Because I was talking a lot and pretty quickly. I'm double caffeinated today. It's a real problem.
Can we get your phone number and contact information?
Sure. Jack, are you okay with that?
Yep.
I
Yep.
even have a slide, my friends. So if you scan the QR code to your left, that is my contact information that will put you in my, or put me in your phone. And then no real class survey because it's not an actual official class that is on my list of classes that I teach. So no reason for the survey, but if you do want my contact information, you can scan that QR code. My email address is changing in the next month or so to kaseyking@kw.com instead of Kasey Rumpel. But other than that, everything should be about the same.
I also pasted in the chat the actual link to that scan code for anyone who's joining by phone or tablet so that you can just click on the link and grab your information.
Thank you, Jackery.
Kasey, I want to say thank you. This was super helpful and a great guide throughout the entire referrals applet. For those of you watching along at home, if you don't have any questions, you can jump off at this point. However, there may be some questions that come through. So I don't want anyone to hesitate. Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have any questions. You can also type those questions in the chat box. There were some great questions that came through while you were presenting, Kasey, and Jack and myself were answering those questions as they came through. But I want to encourage anyone here that has any further questions about sending, receiving, or tracking referrals within Command to go ahead and unmute yourself or type that into the chat box, and we'll answer those questions before we let everybody go.
Zach, a quick question.
Yes, Tom.
Again, please, how do we find the ingoing, outgoing map?
All right, I'll share my screen and show you again. So in Command, I can go to referrals
Yes,
and then map.
yes.
And then if we're looking for referral patterns, it would be this little drop down right here.
I found it, the drop down. Thanks very
Yep.
much.
Not a problem.
Yeah, the default is production on that drop down when you usually go there for the first time. So you just switch it over to those referral patterns, and that tracks market center to market center, incoming and outgoing referrals.
Is there a limit time on referral transaction timeline? I don't know that I know the answer to that.
Miriam, can you unmute yourself and maybe give us a little more clarity on your question, the limit on the referral transaction timeline?
Yes, sorry for the confusion.
No problem.
I had a referral that was for, I think it was 3 months, and it is about 6 months now. And if the transaction happen now after it's expired, am I entitled for the referral fee?
So that's gonna be reliant on your referral agreement with the referring agent. So if it's an outgoing referral, you would have sent a referral agreement to the referral agent, and the best advice we can give you is talk with your team leader or your broker of record for your market center to see what your standard is for your state and your agreement.
Kind of the same answer to Jocelyn's question. Is there additional documentation required for referrals? Depends on your broker. Some of the market centers that I work with don't require anything outside of what happens in command. Some require the referral form, the KW referral form that kind of just talks about back and forth and who's expecting what and all of that.
Yep. You're definitely going to want to go with your local leadership, your broker, your compliance coordinator, your team leader, even your MCA, whatever they tell you is required is the right answer, not our answers.
Right.
And Zach, this is Carol from Market Center 460. Thank you for answering part of the question regarding tracking the referrals. I wasn't speaking from the standpoint of tracking which referrals I send and receive. More or less, will there ever be a system where we can see which agents in whatever locations and the number of referrals going to them to know who may be the #1 referral agent for that particular region? That's why I was asking.
This call
Got
will be
it.
recorded and recorded.
Bear with us. Perfect. We got him muted. That's a great question. That is a question that I've never been asked before, and I
Okay.
haven't seen it on any of the roadmaps or update documents within the Keller Williams ecosystem. I could see that being added potentially to like our Connect profile, the number of
Yes.
completed
Yeah.
referrals. That'd be pretty cool. Carol, if you haven't done so already,
Mhm.
ideas.kw.com is our feature request website. And Jack just put it into the chat box. It's ideas.kw.com. That's the place that you and any agent and leader in our company can go to and make feature requests like the one that you just brought up. And then
Okay.
anyone else can vote on your feature requests. And as it gets more votes, the engineering team and the labs team at Keller Williams International will certainly consider how feasible it is to build out that feature inside our system.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course. Great question.
Thank you. Yes, great question. And just to reiterate also on ideas.kw.com, besides Command Mobile itself, besides opportunities being launched inside of Command Mobile, as well as a lot of import wizard and a lot of these cool features that have just been released inside of Command, this was really from ideas.kw.com. This wasn't just, hey, we're going to send a survey and I think this is what you all will love. No, the labs team is really diving deeper to look at ideas.kw.com for all of us. So Carol, if you can go ahead and once you post it, let us know, please let me know so that
I
all of the
will.
tech trainer and everyone else can actually upvote that, because that
Okay.
is, I read it in the middle of the class and I was like, you know what? That is a great idea. So thank you for that.
Yay.
And anyone else who would love to
Thank
add,
you.
no, thank you. And everyone who's willing to post any idea you have when you're working diligently in Command, ideas.kw.com. Please escalate those links to either Zach or myself or Kasey in your region so that we can have more people upvote that as well.
Well, Kasey, you got a lot of really great feedback in the chat and a lot of great questions that came through. We're going to give it just another 30 seconds. If anybody has any questions regarding referrals, sending, receiving, and tracking referrals inside of Command, we'd be happy to field those questions. I would be remiss if I didn't remind all of us that each of us have a Market Center tech trainer. That's a member of your leadership team in your respective Market Center. We affectionately we affectionately refer to our Market Center tech trainers as MCTTs. If you don't know who your MCTT is in your local Market Center, reach out to your leadership team and get an introduction. This person on your leadership team is specially suited to support you with any questions that you might have immediately after this call. Reach out to them, schedule time with them. They are happy and excited to support you with any of your questions and any strategies that it might take to help you with your business here at Keller Williams and Command. Jack, Kasey, I think we got all the questions.
Good job, folks. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Tom.
much, Tom.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Kasey.
Thank you so much. All right. Until the next time, everyone, have a safe week. And we shall see you for Take Command Wednesdays in June. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, y'all.